is my favorite city in the entire world. I'm not just pandering, honestly. We came in a night early, and I went out to a bar, and actually Milwaukee became my favorite city in the world last night. Because I went out there, and I met a couple people, and I'm proud to announce that I've had my first threesome. I have been after this my whole life, and I come to Milwaukee, and boom, threesome. So thank you, Milwaukee. Thank you. You know, admittedly, it's not the classic fantasy scenario of me and two really hot girls. It was me and another guy. and another guy. But, you know, fuck it, it's a threesome, right? You know, it's true what they say. It's hard to concentrate with all that hard dick around.
Oh, no.
I don't want you to get the wrong idea. I'm not gay. I mean, if having sex with a couple really hot guys makes me gay in your eyes, then you need to look in the mirror, Milwaukee. At least I've had a fucking threesome. More than I can say for you faggots. I joke. Like, I joke about anal sex, okay? But, the reality is, I am having a little bit of a crisis with my manhood lately. I actually kind of feel like I'm slowly turning into a woman. You know, I'm just from down the road in Chicago, and you know that Chicago says the same thing about you. But you know, it's a guy's town. You know, Midwest. It's easy to be a guy in the Midwest. But now I live in LA, and I'm an actor, right? So I wear makeup at work all day, right? And I got my hair cut recently, and I let the woman talk me into a back wax, right? Then I let her talk me into a leg wax. And it felt pretty good under my skinny jeans. Okay, look, I'll tell you the real reason why I'm becoming a woman. I'm growing boobs. Okay? And, thank you. And, you know, it happens to guys as they get older, but this is not why I'm growing boobs. This is not the normal thing. I'm growing boobs because of something I'm doing, and I won't stop it. Okay, I'll tell you the story. So, I went into Starbucks, right? I went into Starbucks the other day, and the guy behind the counter goes, "Hey, Jay, the huge?" And I hate that I have a huge at Starbucks, right? But my huge is a soy vanilla latte, 2 squirts, no sugar. And I'm drinking soy milk because it's supposed to be good for you, right? But what they don't tell you about soy is that it mimics the female growth hormone, and it gives you boobs. But I won't stop drinking it because of the way it makes my vanilla latte taste. All right, fuck it. You want to hear the real reason why I'm becoming a woman? Right. I was just hanging out the other day, right? Just hanging around, right? And my dick fell off, okay? And I looked down where my dick used to be, and I find out that I have a vagina, okay? And I'm really pissed off because I'm right in the middle of getting a facial, okay? So I say to my facialist, Rodrigo, what should I do? And Rodrigo says, girlfriend, you gotta get your ass to the hospital. So I picked up my dick and I put it in my purse. And I go out to the parking lot and I jump in my cabriolet to head to the hospital. And of course I got lost, right?
Oh, shit.
And then I got there and then I just randomly bitched out the doctor for no apparent reason at all. And he reattached my dick.
It's great.
I like to smoke pot occasionally. But you know, what's that?
All the time.
All the time. Okay, all the time. So I didn't have a connection in Milwaukee, so I took a chance and I bought a bag of pot in LA and I just threw it in my bag and flew out here.
Jesus.
And I know what you're thinking. Should a guy who looks like me be taking those kind of chances? But I said, fuck it. And so anyway, I get to the airport, and the fucking bag of pot is gone. And I'm pissed, right? So I march over to the United counter, baggage claim, and I said, hey dude, I lost my bag. And he said, what did it look like? And I said, oh, it's about this big, and it's see-through and full of pot. And he goes, oh yeah, I saw that bag, man. I'll bring it over to your hotel when I find it. Fucking guy never showed up, right? I mean, it's my own fault. You know, usually I'm a lot more careful. Usually I'll take a roll-on container, I'll roll it to the top, and then I'll put the bag of pot inside there, and I'll roll it back down. And then I'll take that and I'll put it into a dirty sock, because no one wants to touch a dirty sock, right? And then I'll spank on the dirty sock, because I just can't help myself with dirty socks. And then I'll just take that sock and I'll soak it in oil and I'll bread it and I'll wrap it in bacon and deep fry it. And I'll eat it. Right? And then I'll shit it out. And I take a waffle press and I'll make shit waffles out of it. And then I feed that to my dog who loves shit waffles. And then I'll ship the dog where I'm going. Should I keep going? I think that's it. Enough of that joke.
That's funny.
Any Willie Nelson fans out there? We were lucky enough to make 2 films with Willie, Dukes of Hazzard and Beer Fest, and you know, the funny thing is everybody thinks of Willie as this kind old timer, but in truth he's kind of a dick. And I'm gonna tell you a story about the first time I got high with him, and it was down in Baton Rouge. And it was down in Baton Rouge, we were shooting Dukes, and it was sort of set up, we were gonna get high, and I was extremely excited, getting high with the legend. And so it's me and Willie and 2 other guys from the crew, and we're getting on his bus, and I just sort of say to Willie casually, I'm like, hey man, you know, I was a big pot smoker in college. And he goes, hey, all right. So that's it. So we walk down the, no, there's more to the story, I'm gonna tell you more. So we walk down the aisle and we get to his table, and Willie sits down, the 2 other guys sit down, and I'm standing up. And so, you know, we're all pretty giddy, we're about to get high with Willie Nelson. And so Willie starts rolling a joint. And Willie rolls joints so well that they're rolled, lit in your mouth, and you're smoking them in like 5 seconds, right? So there I am, puffing on this joint, feeling cool as shit, and I fucking pass it, feeling really cool. There's Willie rolling a second joint. I'm like, all right, 2 joints, 4 guys, that's where it's at. So we're smoking these joints, and I've heard Willie's pot is strong, right? But you know, it's me, I think I can handle it. And we're smoking away, and I realize I'm quickly fucked up. I'm like, you know, like a little off balance, and my mouth is getting really dry. And Willie doesn't have any beer on the bus because he thinks it leads to darkness. Yeah, so there we are smoking these joints, and there's Willie rolling a 3rd joint. So I'm like, okay, and these guys are all talking and laughing, so I'm taking this moment to pretend to smoke. And so I just send the joints by my mouth, I'm laughing, what a fun time. And there's Willie rolling a 4th joint, right? So now, there's nowhere to hide, right? So I find myself holding a joint in each hand, and Willie's holding a joint in each of his hands, and the conversation has stopped, and they're all just sort of looking at me. So I can't pull my little routine, and I can't smoke anymore. So I say, okay, well, so I just pass it without smoking them, and Willie goes, hey, what's wrong? And I'm like, I'm cool, dude, I'm cool. And he goes, say I submit. I said, I submit, sir. And he goes, big fucking smoker. So he's kind of a dick.